everyone, and welcome to another video. In today's video, it's actually an interesting project because 2 years ago I decided I was going to make an eel skin jacket for myself. And yes, this took me 2 years, and I'll explain why in a little bit. I wanted the style to be just like a regular leather jacket, so I went to my local thrift store and found a jacket for about $12 that fit me very well. And this was the jacket I was going to take apart. One of the issues that I ran to was the jacket I was using to make my jacket had elastic waist and cuff bands, so I had to figure out that part, which again I'll get to it later on. This also kind of explains why it took me 2 years to make this jacket. First and foremost, I took the original jacket apart. Literally every little piece was taken off the jacket except for half of the jacket, because later on I can use it and see how it was supposed to be put back together. Once it was taken apart, I had this black leather that was going to be my base for the eel skin, because if I made a jacket out of just eel, it would actually rip right away because of how thin eel skin is. So I made my pattern out of black leather, then I glued the eel right onto the pattern, and I had to make sure the lines of the eel skin were going the direction I wanted them to go, because eel is stitched together and that's what makes it a sheet of eel skin. On the sleeves and the back I had the lines going up and down, and the collar as well, and the cuffs and a piece of the back had the lines going side to side, just so that it gives this jacket a little bit of a style. You've also probably noticed I was working on this in different places. I did take it home with me since this was a personal project and I didn't have time to really work on it at work. Once the patterns were cut, it was time to start putting the panels together. A lot of people tell me I wear a lot of black, so this jacket literally had no black colors on it, minus the zippers, since there were no zippers that matched the jacket, as well as a few stitching as well, but it was covered on the inside. The stitching was going to be green, so I used green to stitch the panels. Except for the black pieces for the liners, I had to use black thread. But again, you don't see it. I used green to stitch the panels together. Also at the time, I found a smaller version of my sewing machine online, so I actually purchased it so I can stitch at home. It was an okay patch machine, but I definitely want to customize it so it works for me if I ever want to work from home, or even for events. This will be a perfect sewing machine for me to take instead of my very big sewing machine, which I have to do for events, is take it and put it on a trailer. Versus the small one, I can just literally put it in the back of my trunk and we're good. At this time, I also worked on the liner, which was going to be this bright purple color. I traced the original lining from the jacket I took apart, and I also made the liner bigger than the original liner, because sometimes with jackets they make the liners a bit too small, and I would rather have a liner that's a bit more bigger on the inside rather than a small liner, because it will rip from wearing. It especially rips near the armpit area. Many of you probably have noticed that in your jackets, that it rips right where the armpit area is, and that is very common, and that's because the liner is too small. And once I thought I was finished with the jacket, I tried to put it on and it did not fit me, which by then I already gave up on it and I was about to just put it in the back of my closet and forget about it. This was also the time I stopped recording it and told my mom and my brother that I gave up on it, but my mom literally told me no, that I was not going to give up on this jacket and that she will help me. Turns out I forgot to add 2 panels with the eel skin into the jacket and connect it to the liner and the zipper. Also, my mom helped me with making the cuffs for the jacket since the original ones were made out of elastic and I had no idea how to do that. And my mom used to be a tailor. She actually retired, so she knows a lot more about the cuffs and everything than I do, especially tailor work. She has it way down. So I literally have cried because of this project because it was something new to me, but I wanted to thank my mother for helping me actually finish this out and motivate me to finish it. I couldn't give up on it because I've already put my blood, sweat, and tears into this project, and I've almost lost a finger too. At this point, I wasn't recording this jacket, but I went to go stitch a piece into the jacket and my needle decided that it wanted to bend, and I usually have my hand under the machine right next to the needle, but the needle never hits me, so it wasn't a problem. But when the needle bent, it bent in between my nail and the skin underneath my nail and punctured my nail, and my reaction was to pull my hand away and it ripped out, so that was fun. But it actually doesn't look that bad. But the jacket is finally finished, and I couldn't thank people enough who supported me with making this jacket. It is definitely a big step for me since it's a literal jacket I made from scratch. I especially want to thank my mom for actually helping me with this jacket, and my brother Alan, as some of you know him. He has his own YouTube channel, for helping me with different ideas on how I should go about making this jacket. But I hope you all enjoyed this video, and yes, the jacket finally fits me. I just didn't want to wear it for the video. I don't know, I feel shy about it, and it does fit me with the zipper being closed as well, which is nice, and that's how you can tell you can actually fit into a jacket. But thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to hit the subscribe button and also that bell notification. You'll get notified when my next video will be uploaded. And sorry for the background noises. I have 2 cats. One of them is a kitten, and he's just being completely psycho, so just ignore him. But again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.